Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing tonight? I want to tell you something. Life isn't always easy, is it? You go through ups and downs, highs and lows, and sometimes you get knocked down so hard you wonder if you're ever going to get back up. But here's what I've learned after all these years. When you figure out what your purpose is, when you understand why you're here, something changes in you. You find a power you didn't even know you had. I remember a time in my own life when I was lost. I was going through a lot, not knowing what direction I was headed in. I had questions, doubts, fears, and then one day I realized something. The answer wasn't out there, it was in me. It was always in me. It's in you too. I want to share a story with you about a woman I met. She had just gone through a tough breakup, and she was hurt, just devastated. She came to me asking, Steve, how do I move forward? And I said, you need to figure out who you are before you can move forward. You need to find your purpose. So I gave her an exercise. I told her to write her life statement, just write down what she believed in, what she wanted, who she wanted to be. It wasn't going to be easy, but if she could do this one thing, everything else would start to change. Now, when she went home to DC, she worked on it for over a day. I didn't have to suffer through it with her. That's the miracle, folks. And when she came back, she sent me this letter, and let me tell you, it was raw. Honest, vulnerable. She put it all out there. At the bottom of the letter, she said, my roommate says I shouldn't send this to him. She says, I can't give this to him. And I thought, well, why not? And she said something that shook me to my core. She said, what my roommate doesn't understand is that what he thinks doesn't matter anymore. You know, just a few days ago, what that guy thought had shattered her life. And now she was saying what he thinks doesn't matter. She found her purpose. She knew who she was, and that made all the difference. See, when you clarify your purpose, when you really know why you're here and what you're doing, you take back control. You stop worrying about what other people think. Your locus of control, the way you see the world, it shifts. You no longer live your life based on external pressures. You're in charge. You become powerful. You become unstoppable. And here's the thing, when you get that sense of purpose, when you're living with integrity, when you're in alignment with your true self, things start to change. Her career, it took off. And it wasn't just because she had a good life statement. It's because once you find purpose in one area of your life, it radiates into every other area. When you're confident in who you are, that energy pours into your work, your relationships, your health, everything. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Steve, how do I find my purpose? Let me tell you, it's not as hard as you think. Life has shaped you. You've had both good and bad experiences, and both are there to teach you something about yourself. If you look closely, you'll find the clues that lead to your purpose. And I promise you, every one of you can figure it out. And once you do, it becomes the key to every door in your life. You are designed to seek purpose. You've been through struggles, you've faced challenges, and all of those experiences are teaching you what your mission is. And when you figure that out, when you understand your purpose, you're going to unlock something powerful inside you. Let me tell you about another story. This one is about a Navy SEAL named Mike Manzor. He was in the middle of combat when a grenade was thrown at him. Now, Mike had a choice. He could have jumped down into a stairwell and saved his life, but he didn't. He dove on that grenade, sacrificing his life so his teammates could live. And they did. They went home. They saw their families. They had kids. Mike gave his life so others could live. That's purpose. That's sacrifice. And that's what true teamwork looks like. When you know your purpose, you stop living for just yourself. You live for something bigger than you. You live for your team, for your family, for the people around you. And it's not just about physical strength. It's about mental strength, emotional strength. It's about teamwork, recognizing that we don't do this alone. There's not a single person in this room who can say they've done it by themselves. We all need help. So I want to ask you tonight, are you living with purpose? Do you know why you're here? Are you working on it? Because I'm telling you right now, if you've got purpose, you've got momentum. You've got the fuel to get you up every single morning and keep pushing forward. But you can't do it alone. You need a team. You need the people around you who have your back, who believe in you, who are willing to sacrifice for you. Let me leave you with this. Find that purpose. Live for something bigger than yourself and live your life with integrity and commitment. When you do that, you'll unlock your power and nothing will stop you. Thank you.